I also want to bring in two people who've been following this case very closely. They really worked hard to keep the spotlight on this story when it didn't seem like law enforcement was doing that. Maybe it didn't seem like it, but today we learned they have been working for well over a year. Melissa Berry is the founder and administrator of the Justice for Sandra Birchmore Facebook page, and Robert D'Amico is a retired FBI special agent and founder of Sierra One Consulting. Welcome to both of you. Melissa, I just want to get your reaction and also sort of the collective reaction from the Facebook group that has really been driving hard to get justice for Sandra.
I'm full of all kinds of different emotions. I'm happy, I'm sad. I'm grateful that the FBI finally got him and got him off the streets. There's been an overflow of thank yous and people coming to the page saying how thankful for the work that we've done there to keep her name out there. And like I said, it's just been a whirlwind of emotions today for everybody. And we were all shocked, but we all saw it coming too.
You know, Robert, it's interesting how we watched the feds come in and basically rescue this whole sordid story. And when they announced the murder charge, it was the murder of a witness or a victim. And I wondered if there's something specific to that to bring it into the federal jurisdiction, because what's the difference between murdering a witness or a victim? It's murder of a person. Why did they have to be specific about witness or victim?
Well, because that's a state charge. Murder of a person is a state charge. But when you get into murder of a witness or a victim, there's a federal statute about that. So that's what they can investigate and that's what they can charge with. I'm sure a state case, because we're sharing information or FBI sharing information, that you're going to come up with a state murder charge. But in the federal courts, there's not that. So you have to go with what, section allows for a murder of a victim or a witness. And they'll tie that back to a victim of the sexual assault that was conducted on her earlier that I'm sure they have evidence on.
Melissa, when the law enforcement agents who conducted the news conference today said that someone, I believe it was a friend of Sandra's, had called into the police department to report the perpetrator, the alleged perpetrator in this story, that maybe it wasn't taken seriously. Were you surprised to hear that today? Had you heard rumored that there'd been this phone call made to the police department about Sandra Birchmore's, well, at the time boyfriend, but now alleged killer?
I had heard about an actual different phone call where a friend was looking for money and Sandra wasn't paying her back. So she called the police station and tried to report that. And she said, well, if she's not going to give me my money back, if you can't help me, tell Matthew Farwell that his girlfriend owes me money. And that's the story. I believe that's in one of the reports. And I don't know if there was another situation where another friend called, but I do know about that situation.
So, you know, Robert, knowing that, it makes me wonder if this was ignored. If it was just one of those things where it's a small police department, this is one of their own, because it would seem to me that that would be such a red flag that it would be jumped on right away, and yet it didn't seem to be jumped on right away.
I think there's more than just ignored. I think it got back to him, and he got even angrier about it. And I think that's what ended up leading to him killing her. Because I think, as they talked about in the indictment and the press conference, that he was getting angrier and angrier about the phone calls, about doctor's appointments and the birth certificate. And then all of a sudden he starts getting wind that someone called in. And I did hear about this called in and said basically that, you know, she was pregnant with a detective's baby. And when it got back to him, and it's a small department, and they're not used to not sharing that, he found out that it got called in. And I think that's probably when I think you can start looking at the timing of when he asked for the key, when he went over to look at the apartment, was probably basically just after that phone call. I think the police part, I think that's when he realized he had to do something about this situation before it got worse.
Robert D'Amico and Melissa Berry, thank you both. Really appreciate your insight and that you were doggedly following this and making sure that it didn't just fall, under the radar. Thank you both for being on the program. Appreciate it.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.